inspired to redo this bedroom slash sitting room by a couple different factors. I had redone my coffee table, and that was featured in a video that I uploaded a couple of weeks ago. And honestly, it has given me so much joy to just walk by and see so many beautiful things laid out that I decided that the rest of the room really needed its own refresh. And this was just such an amazing opportunity to incorporate some of the British interior trends. But my favorite is the UK house and garden. There are some of the most incredible interiors on that channel, and what you find is this juxtaposition of multiple colors and patterns and textures, lots of vintage, true antiques mixed with some modern pieces. And these homes are just, they're beautiful, but they're also very lived in, and I really wanted to channel that. It is so rare to shop for myself, so I had so much fun shopping for items for this redo. I found this at a local flea market, and this lacquered box was at my local antique mall. I even took a trip to Antique Row in Tacoma, Washington, where there is shop after shop full of beautiful items, like this gorgeous little cabinet. And this charming dresser, which was only $195. I thought that was such a good deal, even though I don't need a dresser. Have an idea for something behind my bed, and I'm totally gonna steal an idea from one of the videos I just watched. So I'm in Joann's Fabrics right now. I'm trying to be quiet because it's embarrassing to film in public, but I'm gonna go look at the fabric. I have a sewing machine, but I don't know how to use it. But you know what works wonders is like that iron-on tape. So, you know, sometimes my ideas work, sometimes they don't work. So I'm crossing my fingers that this turns out as good as I think it will. In case I ever need to buy some. What do you make with this? It's crazy. So what do we think of this? Is that too much? Is that too bold? What about this one? I love that print. That's very pretty. right, that was a $39 risk I'm taking, but I'm crossing my fingers it's gonna turn out. And yes, the colors aren't like super bold, it's very subdued, but I think it is gonna actually add a layer of like texture and a touch of color to my bedroom. There's a world market here, and I wanna see if I can find like a lumbar pillow. I haven't had much luck, and I've been searching both at thrift stores and like Marshalls and Home Goods. So I picked up this lamp yesterday at a garage sale. I don't know if I'm going to use it yet, but I love a good banker's lamp. And if I don't use it, I will just take it to the store. And then I also love a good sconce. So this one is not very old. It looks like it's made out of styrofoam actually, but I love the design on it. It is just really grand. And then you saw that this is the fabric that I went with. I think it's absolutely beautiful. To me, it does look like, it looks very English country to me. So I love that. And then it does say hello on this side, but if I choose not to use that side, there's always this side. And I think these fabrics together coordinate very, very well. I'm so excited that my Brooklinen sheets have arrived. I think that they are going to make the most beautiful finishing touch on this room makeover. And I truly believe that our environment should be both beautiful and comfortable. And since we spend a third of our life in bed, doesn't it make sense that we invest in some high quality sheets that are both beautiful looking, but absolutely comfortable to sleep in? I chose the Luxe Core sheet set. Not only do you save 25% on this hardcore bundle, you get your sheet set, you get 2 extra pillowcases, and you get a duvet cover, and you can mix and match, which is wonderful. And so it was great that I was able to mix and match. They also have some beautiful patterns. And then right now, they are having a Labor Day sale through September 6th. The link is in the description below, and you will save 20% off all Brooklinen products. So let's go ahead and put these on now and see how they look. So the Luxe set is it's made of sateen, which is a much heavier weight than percale sheets, which are just a cotton. And what's nice about them is that they are super buttery soft, and because they're tightly woven, they're actually warmer than just standard percale sheets. Good morning. I slept like a baby in my Brooklinen sheets. They are so cozy, and I know they're just going to get softer with every wash. But now it's time to get up. I have still so much filming to do for this room makeover, so it's time to get going and have a super productive day. So even though a lot of the pieces in this new design style that I'm trying out are things that I have loved and have had for a very long time, I'm also an avid vintage shopper, and so I definitely have picked up some items that I thought I could use in this space, and I really feel like they have added a touch of whimsy and playfulness, and I'm really happy that I'm kind of dipping my toes into this completely different aspect for me. So I love boxes. I have many boxes, many containers, and I just recently added 2 additional ones just for this room refresh. So the first one is this amazing, I don't know if it is Moroccan or Egyptian or Indian, but I found it at a flea market up by where my daughter lives. I only paid $3 for it, and it's probably because the hinges were broken and it was missing a tiny bit of the inlay, but to me it was still absolutely stunningly gorgeous. The detail on these type of boxes is incredible. It's all marquetry. So each piece on it is tiny and individually attached to the box. There are definitely items of affection in this room that are only in my care until somebody finds them in my online shops and falls in love and buys them from me. So they are basically placeholders, but you know, while they're in my possession, I thought I would enjoy them. And so just a few of the items, I have this amazing little incense jar on these 3 little legs. It's this beautiful red enamel with what looks to be like a food dog on top. I also bought this at the local antique mall. I think I paid up for it. I paid like $17. I think it looks really good on my dresser, and until somebody finds it online, that's where it's gonna stay. I have a penchant for chairs in my apartment. I have 8 chairs and no dining room table. I much prefer to both eat and work on my couch, and I actually have 2 couches and 2 coffee tables. These are favorites of mine. I've had these for 25 years now. They were at a garage sale, so they were already old when I bought them. And when I first saw them, I thought they were really hideous, and I left that sale. But funny enough, I couldn't get them out of my mind. So I turned around, I went back in the pouring rain, and I bought them, and they've been with me ever since. I absolutely love them. They are completely worn out and they really need to be recovered. But I love this stripe, which is kind of a sage gray green and more of like a mint color. And somehow I need to figure out where I can find similar fabric, because they are still so structurally sound that they will last for decades to come. I did feature her in a previous video, and I decided I wanted to actually keep her, mostly because I didn't even know how to list her. Same thing with this one. Look how unusual that is. It's just fun and quirky, and I'm really enjoying those in this new room makeover. So originally, I didn't have an intention to put a pelmet above the bed, or a sconce for that matter. My idea was to find a big piece of art to go above the headboard that would be a juxtaposition, but then also kind of blend as well. I like this idea much better. I think it adds an extra dimension to the space. It's very textile, and it's also three-dimensional, which a piece of art would not have had the same result. And I was able to put a smaller piece of art and then that the figurine that's on the shelf now. So I believe in manifesting, and I have to say that one of the items that I truly wanted to manifest for this redo was a patterned lampshade. They are everywhere in English, British design, and I totally fell in love with all the patterns and the colors, the florals, the checks, the spots, and we just don't have that here in the US. And so imagine my surprise when I was at this garage sale this last weekend, and the owner was pulling things out of this little shed, and I spotted this lampshade, and I immediately asked her about it, and she basically said, "That old thing, you can have it for free." When I was young, I really wanted a Parrish print. He was an illustrator from the 20s, and he made the most luminous art ever. And about 8 or 10 years ago, my friend and I were doing a weekend getaway, and we stopped at a garage sale, and this Breaking Dawn was sitting on a table. She only wanted $80. I couldn't believe it. For the longest time, while I stood and looked at it, I didn't think it was real, but it is definitely real. And look how beautiful it is in the light. I want to thank Brooklinen for being the gracious sponsor of this week's video. Don't forget to click the link in the description to save 20% off during their Labor Day sale. And if you get a chance to get out and do some thrifting, I certainly hope the thrifting gods will be with you, that you find some fabulous stuff. And otherwise, I will see you on the next video.